Blend shapes, streaming, summit, demos, blend shapes, recon blend shapes. So usually when you're doing blend shapes, you don't have the fingers included, but again, we are running fast and furious. I didn't want to mess anything up, so I just did it with whatever her skin geometry had. So it has her fingers, so generally you probably won't have that. It'll probably just be her head and maybe a little cut down here. But let's turn off her eyelashes. So we've got her eye occluder in here. This is just basically her eye geometry just for reference. So while I'm making her eyelid close, I can do that. If I choose her and go down here to layers, you're going to see we have layers turned on in here. Let me go down. We have like, I can do a jaw jut. You can go forward and backward. You can even overcrank these down here. Go way forward, way back. But generally speaking, these are linear interpolations. So if you're doing like arm movements, you know, it's just going to linearly interpolate vertice A, point 1 to point 2 linearly. It's just going to move those vertices from this straight to that one. There's no concept of like rotational values. So that's where joints come in. So it can sometimes be kind of limiting, but you can use this to like do corrective blend shapes, or just do like, you know, you can do like here's a cheek puff. So you can do cheek puff and then mix that with a little bit of a lips blow, because when she's blowing on the cartridge it goes. So you can kind of mix these in. You can even add a little snarl in there if you want to. Snarl left, snarl right, and lower lid up, lower lid right up, like. And then we can even put a little jaw jet in there, or we can do jaw down. Now again, it's linear interpolation, so it's not really rotating, but it'll just kind of move those vertices down a little bit. It's kind of gross looking, but that's how we did our blend shapes. So that's the overview. Let's go back to our McGee head here. And in my CGMA class and some videos I'm going to put out later, we go through this process step by step. But if I drop this down to subdivision level 1, we can add blend shapes to this. So we're on subdivision level 1. We have layers. You can just add a layer. It requires you to be on the highest. So go to the highest, add a layer, drop it down. It's going to be grayed out, but it's still going to be recording. So we can go through here, and I'm going to turn back symmetry. We'll do like an eyebrow up, and then we'll go back up to our highest. We'll tap off, and now we have an eyebrow up layer. And you can just, you can have it up and you can just turn it off and it'll turn it off for you. Instead of doing that, what I'm going to do is say just delete that layer. And just so I don't have to keep going back and forth, I'm just going to go down to subdivision level 1. Generally, when you're doing blend shapes, having your high res is fine, but usually you're going to be working with your base mesh that has your UVs and it's all perfect. So what you can do is you can say delete higher, and we're just working with our base mesh here. So now at this point, we can go add a layer. We can make whatever changes we want. We can tap off, then our layer becomes like this. If it's like, oh, you know what, it's not perfect. In fact, I only wanted to really deform it this much, or I wanted to deform it a little bit more. You know, it's kind of up to you, but it's like, okay, I don't want to deform it that much. You can turn record back on, and you can make changes to it however you want. You can smooth it out if you want to, and be like, okay, that's what I really wanted. Tap off again, and now it's updated. So let's go up here, and you know what, I'm just going to go do a color fill out of it. So that's how you can do that. Now, if you want to use, let's turn this off and let's go and delete it. The plugin, which I suggest you do, go here to Z plugin. Oh, you know what? I don't even need to go over this. I'm dumb. It's called, go to my YouTube channel. This one's just kind of floating. Go to my videos, do a search for ZBrush BlendShape plugin. That'll tell you exactly how to do it. I'm not going to waste my time. There you go. Have fun.